Hello everyone, I am Rashi Goyal and I am pursuing BA LLB from University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Dehradun. And currently I am a legal intern at Lexis & Company. So in today's video, I'll be talking about breach of a contract. So a contract is breached or broken when any of the parties fails or refuses to perform its promise under the contract. Breach of contract is a legal cause of action in which a binding agreement is not honored by one or more parties by non-performance of its promise by him renders impossible. Section 37 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 provides that the parties to the contract are under obligation to perform or to offer to perform their respective promises under the contract, unless such performance is dispensed with or excused under the provision of the Indian Contract Act or any other law. According to section 39, where the party has refused to perform or disabled himself from performing his promise in its entirety, the other party may put an end to the contract, unless the other party has expressly or impliedly signified its consent for the continuance of the contract. If the other party chooses to put an end to the contract is said to be broken and amounts to the breach of the contract by party not performing or refusing to perform its promise under the contract. This is called as repudiation. Thus, repudiation can occur when either party refuses to perform his part or makes it impossible for him to perform his part of the contract in each of the cases, and in such a manner as to show how intention not to be fulfill his part of the contract. So, to be successful in breaching a contract lawsuit, the aggrieved party must show that they have suffered some type of loss or damages as a result of the breach. Current damages or loss may take from the loss of money, time loss, loss of chance, or many more losses. Now, what happens after the breach of the contract? If an infringement or allegation occurs, one or both of the parties may wish to see that the contract is implemented under their terms, or they try to recover from any harm caused by the alleged infringement. And if a dispute arises over a contract and informal attempts at resolution fails, the next most common step is a lawsuit. The parties may be able to resolve the issue in the court of small claims if the amount concerned is below a specific rupees figure. Not only are courts and a formal lawsuits the option for people and enterprise involved in a contract disputes, but the parties may also agree to review the contractual agreement by a mediator, or may agree to resolve a contractual dispute through arbitration. So these are the two alternative dispute settlement options. Further, let's talk about the types of breach of contract. There are various types of contraventions. First is minor or partial contravention. A partial breach occurs when some but not all of the contract terms have not been fulfilled. The injured party may only sue for the damages in this case. Second is material violation. If a party does not do what it says in the contract, this leads to its destruction and makes the party liable for violating the contractual damages. You may have the right to sue it, but only for the actual damages. In the context of the contract restatement, certain things must be shown to determine if the material breach happened, that is how badly the injured party is affected by the breach, how much injured party can be paid according to the terms of the contract, how badly the other party broke the terms of the condition, how likely the other party will be able to perform the failed terms depending on the circumstances, and how other party acts in good faith and fair dealing standards. So third type is fundamental breach. In this, one party can sue other party for breaking the terms and possibly terminates the contract. And fourth is actual breach. In this, if party fails by the due date to do what the term says, it will be the actual breach of a contract. And last, fifth is anticipatory breach. If one party ceases to fulfill its portion of the contract, which suggests that the agreement remains incomplete, for example, a refusal of payment, lack of a product ordered, or the fact that one or more parties cannot or will not fulfill their part of the deal, the violator may be sued and the other party may conclude the contract. Both actual and anticipatory breach can waste the time and money. Lastly, let's talk about the difference between material and minor breach of contract. So, a contract breach may be material or minor. The obligations and solutions of the parties depend on the type of violation. An infringement is a matter if something substantially different from that set out in the agreement is received by the other party because the violator does not fulfill a certain aspect of the contract. For example, when a tennis ball box is sold in the contract and a football box is given to the buyer, the violation will be material. When an infringement is material, the non-infringement party is no longer required under the contract and immediately entitled to any remedy for the entire contract being infringed. Thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope you like it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to let me know your feedback in the comment section. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy.